Alright, so today I'm going to show y'all how to change out a tire rod end for a 93 Caprice. Mine's sitting on 22s. For the most part, this procedure is the same for most vehicles, no matter what make or model. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to jack up the car. In this case, I'm using a 4-ton jack just to make sure it's supported, and I'm jacking it up straight from the frame. You can either remove your lugs before you jack up the vehicle or after, but it's usually easier to jack it up a little bit, then break the lugs, then lift it up, and then just take them off. In this case, I already have mine off, so I'm going to remove this. Alright, so after you get that off, you're going to probably grease this bolt right here. On the Caprice, it's a 17 millimeter, and it's easier to use the new castle nut to see what size you're working with, then throw it on there, then make it work. I had to hammer that on, but I eventually got the 17 mil to stay on there, and I just used a bar to break it. I'm in cold Minnesota, so I gotta have some on the ground. Alright, so then boom, once you get the castle nut off, boom, that's that part. Alright, so once you get that castle nut removed, here's the castle nut right here. You're next gonna want to remove the 13 millimeter tire rod end bracket bolts. So there's a 13 millimeter on that side and a 13 millimeter on that side. And what you do is you put the wrench on one side. You can use a open-ended wrench to just hold the bolt while you ratchet. Then once you pop that bad boy off, it's just a matter of should get it loose enough you can twist it off. Alright, so there's that. Slide that out. Alright, so then once you get that all taken out, it's just a matter of removing the tire rod in now. Depending on your vehicle, like I said, mine is 93, so it was pretty rusted. As you can see, I sprayed it down with some lithium grease, and that pretty much got everything freed up for me. It made the job a lot easier. After that, once you're removing your tire rod in, you're going to want to count the number of spins that you do. In this case, I did about 30 spins, and that's about where you want to, that's where when you're putting the new tire rod in, that's about how many spins you want to do to make sure your car isn't totally off alignment. You still may need to get an alignment, but if you do get it pretty close, it's still going to be drivable and it won't be pulling that much. I think I'm at 29, 30. So that was 30. I stopped at 28 and that was 30. So it took 2 more spins and then mine came right off. So once you do that, that's your tire rod in right there, and that's your upper tire rod right there. So once you get that all taken off, then it's just a matter of putting everything back together how you found it. So I'm gonna show that, but I'm gonna have to grab the part really quick, so give me a second. Alright, so before I grab the part, I just want to show you guys something. So while I was doing the outer tie rod in, I was looking at the upper tie rod and the inner tie rod, and it looks actually kind of bad too. It looks like it's gonna need replacing soon too, so I'm gonna post a video of that soon, me doing that as well. Alright, so let me grab this part. Alright, so here's the brand new tie rod end. As you can see, it's a lot cleaner. Everything looks a lot smoother. So inside of that, you're gonna have a new castle pin, and you're gonna have a grease lock bolt as well that goes right in the top of this, so you can add grease once you are done. So one thing that I always like to do is compare the two parts. So there's the old and there's the new. They are the same size, so they should, for the most part, go in pretty easily. And now I'm about to show you how to install it. Alright, so as I said before, when installing the new one, you gotta make sure with the old one that you counted your spins. So I'm gonna do 30 spins and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm on my 27 spin just like last time, and for the most part I'm using an 11/16 open-ended wrench to twist it. I mean, you can use your hand, but it's a lot harder to do, so you know, you got to get a little bit of leverage on there to push it. For the most part, all you do is push up to turn it. Then you make sure it does a complete turn before you count that as a turn. Alright, so now I've did my 30 spins, and now I'm at the point to just making sure that that castle nut will slide back into the bracket right here, and then I will just start getting that 13mm bolt ready to go back in there. I'll actually demonstrate that. You want to put it on the slide the bolt in from the opposite way, and it's gonna be a lot easier too. What I did when I took it off is I definitely had this down, so you can definitely you know, get a little torque on there and get that bad boy in there tight so that the tie rod end does not move at all. Alright, so I'm about to go ahead and get that started. I'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm going to demonstrate how you need to tighten this bolt. It's a reverse thread. As I said, you hold a 13mm open-ended wrench on one side, and then you can use your ratchet to tighten it up the rest. So I'm going to demonstrate that now.